Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're going to go through a sovereign citizen who does everything wrong. This is going to be the same sovereign citizen from Van Balian. We're going to cover him delivering paperwork, him being arrested, and then him being released from that police department and crying like a little bitch. Sorry, YouTube. We're going to watch it. Right now I'm counting 17 minutes, 8 minutes, 6 minutes. We're not going to watch all of it. I'm going to try something new on the channel. I'm not changing content. I'm just going to try harder to cut out all of the dead air and nonsensical bullshit. So bear with me. This should be a longish video. Enjoy.
If you know anything about right to travel, you know what this is. I'm gonna go give it to my local PD. Alright, I'm at the KFARR PD. I should know this place by now.
How can I help you, sir?
Got some information on right to travel. I'd like to share it with you guys.
On what?
Right to travel.
Right to travel.
Yeah.
Okay, you just want to share that with us?
Yeah,
Sure.
just for you guys, for your records. If you want to hand it to your legal department or whatever.
Sure, I'll pass that along for you, sir.
Alright, thank you.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
We all know at this point, just because you pay a guru to send you a packet and you want to deliver that packet to the police department so that they're aware of your right to travel, that doesn't make it factual or legal. I know at some point this guy's going to make me break and do a breakdown of Sinise versus Roe for the 1000th time to give you what the right to travel actually means. I just know he's going to get me to do it. But yeah, just because you tell them this and give them the packet, say, hey, give this to your legal, give this to your supervisors, they're going to say, oh yeah, cool, bud, no problem. Have a good rest of your day. And as soon as you leave, because it means nothing. It's trash. You could wipe your ass with it, and it would be worth more than it is in its current state.
Got some information on right to travel I'd like to share with you guys. You guys can keep that copy and do what you need to do with it. Send it to your legal or whatever you need to do.
What's it for?
Right to travel. Have you ever heard of that? Well, that's for you guys to review if you need to, and I'll see you guys later. All right. That guy seemed like so uninterested.
A few moments later.
Hi, how's it going? Got some information on right to travel I'd like to share with you guys today.
I'm having a hard time hearing you. Hold on 1 second.
What is this?
Some information on right to travel I'd like to share with you guys today.
Okay.
And that's a copy for you guys to keep, and you can send it to your legal or share it with you guys or whatever you need.
I'll pass it along to our supervisor, okay?
All right, thank you. Easy peasy.
So the first guy, he's mad. Oh, he seems very not interested. Yeah, because he knows it's bullshit. The second lady, okay. Yeah, they're not interested because it's bullshit. They have the internet. They have a legal department. They have the prosecutor's office. They have judges to be like, oh yes, this thing that they're talking about, yeah, it has nothing to do with what they're trying to make it sound like. So yes, this whole right to travel thing that you're pitching, yes, you have a right to travel. Sinise versus Roe will tell you that you have a right to travel. But it does not mean the right to hop in a vehicle with no license, no insurance, and no registration and drive willy-nilly. So in the next video, I'll break and do Sinise versus Roe, I promise.
I received by the station.
All right, guys, you know what's up. Right to
Could
you sign that, please?
I'm sorry?
Could you sign that for a minute, please?
No, I can't.
One moment.
You need where's your license, sir?
Yes, sir. All right, guys, you guys know what's up. Right to travel. This officer is unaware that we have the right to travel. I'm going to try my best to inform him to avoid a lawsuit.
License plate to operate your motor vehicle, as well as a license.
Well, fancy meeting you fine folks here. We're back with Sinise versus Roe. Justice Stevens, writing for the majority. Bear with me, guys. I've read this 5,000 times and I'm just tired of reading it. Found that although the right to travel was not explicitly mentioned in the Constitution, the concept was firmly embedded in our jurisprudence. He described 3 components of the right to travel. 1. The right to enter one state and leave another. 2. The right to be treated as a welcome visitor rather than a hostile stranger. 3. For those who want to become a permanent resident, the right to be treated equally to native-born citizens. At no point does it say you can hop in your car willy-nilly with no license and hand them a, 8.5 by 11 size, folded into 3 book of nonsense. I wish sovereign citizens did, a tenth of the work looking into things as you can't see it, but I'm quoting that debunkers do. It seems like everything they say is easily fact-checked, and they just refuse to actually fact-check.
Do you have your license with you?
Well, sir, I have this.
Okay, you need a Massachusetts driver's license, and you need to have your vehicle.
This will tell you what a motor vehicle is, and this is not a motor vehicle. It's a private automobile.
Yep, it's a motor vehicle.
It's a private automobile.
It's a motor vehicle.
All right, sir. I'm going to read this out loud for you. Motor vehicle, enhanced. It means every description of a carriage or other conveyance propelled, drawn by mechanical power and used for commercial purposes on the highways in transportation of passengers and property, or property and cargo. Used for commercial purposes means the carriage of persons or property for any fare, fee, rates, charge, or other consideration, or directly or indirectly in connection with any business or other undertaking intended for profit. That's a motor vehicle. This is not a motor vehicle. Not for hire. Did you see that on the back?
Just be advised he's refusing to identify himself.
You never asked me for any identification.
Yes, I did. I asked you if you had
You asked me for a license, not an ID.
Okay, do you have an ID with you?
I'm not required to have one.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're required to have a license to operate your motor vehicle in the state of Massachusetts.
I'm sorry, sir, but you're incorrect.
No, I'm not.
This is why I'm trying to give you the information, man.
100 Federal Furnace Road.
Avoid the lawsuit.
You need a driver's license as well as your vehicle to be registered.
I'm not even a driver, man. I'm a traveler.
Okay, you're operating your motor vehicle.
I'm not operating.
You're operating your
I'm
motor
not
vehicle.
operating. Operating is a commercial term. I am not operating. I'm not a driver.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. And I'm not in a motor vehicle either, so...
This dude wants so badly that Black's Law Dictionary 2nd edition to be a thing. Even Black's Law Dictionary 2nd edition says he's a driver. But again, because he does no research and doesn't fact check anything that he buys and or is given, he just rolls with it, spouts it off like he knows some things, which he does not.
Please educate yourself, sir.
You're in a motor vehicle.
Do you have a supervisor?
I am the supervisor.
Do you have your supervisor? There has to be someone above you.
I am the
You're
supervisor.
lieutenant, captain, chief, whatever.
No, I'm the patrol,
I've served your...
I'm the patrol supervisor.
Hey! Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
There you go, sir.
I'm the patrol supervisor.
All
You're
these
required to
juicy shits.
operate your motor vehicle.
Operate motor vehicle commercial terms.
Yep, you're required to
This
have a
is
motor
a non-commercial
license plate,
vehicle.
registration plate on your vehicle.
This is a non-commercial private automobile, not engaged in any commerce. I'm not required to have any license, registration, or force insurance.
You have some sort
This
of...
can explain it deeper. Would you like to...
you have your ID?
Sir, do you have a name and badge number?
Yes, I do.
Could I have it, please?
Yep. Officer, do you want to take me badge 109?
What is it?
Officer, do you want to take me badge 109? Do you have your license registration?
Demontiki?
Do you have your license and registration
Could
on
you pronounce that again, please?
Registration on you.
I'm not required to have that, sir.
Yes, you are.
If you'd like to educate yourself, this will inform you. Please take it. Avoid the lawsuit.
Hey, dum-dum, it's me. Listen up and listen up good. So, if you tried to file a lawsuit, it would get laughed out of court with quickness. They probably wouldn't even make it. They'd probably, file a motion to dismiss, and they'd be like, yeah, of course. You go, say, oh, judge, they violated my rights. The judge is going to say, great, what did they do? Oh, they asked me for my driver's license at a traffic stop. Yeah, cool, you have to have a driver's license to drive. And then, with a dumbfounded look, he's just going to walk out of court. It's literally that easy. The Supreme Court has already heard this damn near 100 years ago, and they're like, yeah, the state can require you to have a driver's license. Sorry. I don't care what your paperwork says. If the Supreme Court has already ruled, then your misinterpretation of the law is kind of moot at this point.
I'm doing everything I can. So you guys arrest me, tow me, take my shit, you'll be stealing my property. You'll be committing a crime. And actually, the state, what you guys are saying right now is mass fraud. And I have the case law.
To identify yourself as an operator of a motor vehicle as well as...
Have I committed any crimes?
Yes.
What crime have I committed?
You're refusing to identify yourself.
That's not a crime.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
When do I have to identify myself, sir?
When
Do you
you're
know?
pulled over.
When
So
I'm
I'm
what?
the supervisor here. I'm
You
the
know?
sergeant. You're
So you're just an auto follower? You can go away then.
You're required to produce identification.
Only if I'm suspected of a crime, or if I've committed an infraction, I would give it to you. Was I speeding?
You have committed a motor vehicle violation.
A commercial
not registered.
violation. Not an
Not
infraction.
registered, and it's required to do so.
Are you interested in my information at all?
Yeah, I'm
Or are
interested.
you just gonna do whatever tyrannical thing comes to your mind?
I'm interested in you to produce your ID as I'm requesting that you do.
I mean, I can give you my name and birthday if you'd like. If you want to write a ticket or something, but I mean, I didn't do anything to justify any tickets. So
You did.
what did I do?
You are not operating a vehicle with a valid registration. You're refusing to produce an ID.
I'm not operating a vehicle, a motor vehicle. I'm not operating a motor vehicle,
Yes, you are.
and I'm not required to have a license, registration, and insurance. If you'd like to read this, sir, it will inform you guys. Sir, you gave a copy of this to your department, so you guys should more than know about
You're
this.
required to produce a license when you're requested to do so.
I'm not actually.
Yes, you are.
You're incorrect, sir.
Well,
Did you serve in the military at all?
what does that have to
How
do
about
with
you? Did you swear an oath to the Constitution? Did you, sir?
You're required to produce an ID.
Did you swear an oath to the Constitution,
Are you gonna
please?
produce your,
Answer your
are you
question.
gonna produce a
Answer the
driver's
question. Did you swear an oath to the Constitution?
license? Are you going to produce?
Now, this is the oath of enlistment for the enlisted personnel in the military. As you can tell, military.com at the top. He kept asking, oh, did you take an oath? Did you take an oath? Yeah, he took an oath. And I'll tell you exactly how he is upholding that oath. It's right here. I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. He is currently dealing with a domestic terrorist. I think him defending and supporting the Constitution against him is him fulfilling that oath.
Use a driver's license.
How about you, sir? Did you swear an oath to the
How
Constitution?
about your driver's license, buddy?
Did you swear an oath to the Constitution?
Let me see your driver's license.
No, that's my Fourth Amendment.
Let me see your driver's
Have I
license.
committed a crime?
Yes.
What crime?
You're operating on a public way with no license plate.
Not operating, sir. You're incorrect.
You were operating a motor
And
vehicle on a
traffic violations aren't crimes, by the way.
public way.
And I got the case law that proves that. And public ways are meant for the public.
Oh, you're filling out
Private.
identify yourself and produce your
I will
license.
identify myself.
No,
If you
you're
guys
supposed
want to
produce your
write,
driver's license.
if you guys would like to write me a ticket or issue some sort of shit, I will give you my name and birth date. But that's all I'm going to give you because I'm not required to have an ID
Yes, you
or
are.
a license or registration or insurance for this vehicle. This is a private vehicle, not engaged in commerce, not operating, not a motor vehicle. This will explain it to you. I gave a copy to you guys' department. If you just take it and look, I'm sure you would agree. All you got to do is look. The information is right here at your fingertips.
Are you going to produce your driver's license as required? Are you going to produce your driver's license as required?
Am I a driver?
Yes, you are.
I am.
Yep.
How am I driving? What makes me a driver?
You're operating a motor vehicle on a public way
I'm not operating.
Massachusetts.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not
You
operating.
were operating.
No, I'm not. I'm traveling. There's a difference. There's a big difference.
Okay. All right, this is your last chance, sir. Do you,
Yep.
you have your license?
Are you threatening me with violence, sir?
Nope. Are you going to produce your license?
This is your last chance to produce your license.
I don't have to give a license, sir.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Step out.
All right. I'm easy. All right, no problem. No problem.
So before we jump to him getting out of jail, which I don't think anybody's seen yet, we're going to jump to definitions. They always want to say employee means this, employment means that, employed means this. Yes, employed can also mean to put something to use or service. which, when driving a vehicle, or a motor vehicle in this case, yeah, he's sure as shit putting it to use or service. So, I don't know why these people and their supporters have such a hard time with definitions, but here we are.
Alright, guys. Just got released for daring to move without government permits. I'm gonna write a file for a FOIA request and 2 complaint forms. So I complain on those officers for being total fucking tyrannical jackasses.
Now, a lot of people ask me, why don't police departments take every single complaint against an officer 1000% serious? Because most of them are like this guy is about to do. He's going to file 2 complaints against officers for supporting and defending the Constitution, for supporting and defending the Supreme Court, for supporting and defending their state law. He didn't have a driver's license. His car was not registered. Therefore, they pulled him over. He failed to ID. Therefore, he was arrested. And he's going to file complaints on that because reasons?
You need something?
Yeah, when you got a minute, take your time. Let's see the video, guys. Dude would not listen to me at all. Did not want to look at my information. Did not want to hear anything about the law. Just simply kept repeating himself over and over again. You guys will see it. And you guys will probably get pissed. Oh.
You need help, sir?
I do.
What's going on?
Well, I need some help with FOIA requests and 2 complaint forms.
Sure.
Actually, can you make it 3 complaint forms and 2 FOIAs?
Yeah, I'll get my supervisor.
Thank you.
So he's going to try to FOIA their body cams because they was mean to me. Dude, they held you accountable for driving with no insurance or no registration and no driver's license. And you kept trying to hand them the Wish version of a chili TriFold. Like, come on, it wasn't even laminated. How is it supposed to be indestructible if it's not even laminated?
This is a records request. This is to get any records from us. You can fill that out. We'll submit it for you.
So I did run complete. It is active.
Let me just get him started. I'll go talk to him.
It's, This is a FOIA request form?
No, this is a records request form. So you're not. This isn't federal. This is just for like a local records request. So if you want records request on your incident, you could fill that out.
I need 2 of these and 3 complaint forms.
So the complaint forms would be done by our supervisor, who he's going to get right now.
All right. It's funny. It's just like nowhere to write what you want to request. There's no room on that.
Hey, sport, it's me again. Those little lines, yeah, that's where you write what you want. The body cams of Officer blank and blank. This date. Done. Or there's the margin on the side. Body cam of Officer yada yada and yada yada. This date. Turns out you don't need to write a goddamn book to get 2 body cams.
Hometown of America. Just a stone's throw away from where the reason for our Constitution was drafted. The fights that were fought. Battle of Lexington and Concord. Battle of Bunker Hill. All from overtaxation, overregulation, and over-policing. I find it funny that how can that happen here, of all places? Massachusetts, the birthplace of patriotism. The birthplace. It's like everybody's running around being stupid. Nobody knows shit. They don't understand the law. They don't understand the Constitution. Not even the people who are supposed to protect it and swear an oath to it. They don't know it. 90% of them can't even tell you what the 5 elements of the First Amendment are. They sure as hell don't respect our Second Amendment. And they think if they ask us something, we have to answer them. Like our Fifth Amendment doesn't apply. I mean, if you don't know the first, second, fourth, and fifth, you sure as hell ain't gonna understand no right to travel. So it's not surprising that I got arrested for this. I expected to be arrested for this. Expected it 100%. And I found the right one, and it was a total D-bag. Like I said, he would not listen, completely shrugged me off. Wouldn't even look at the piece of paper I was trying to show him. I'm pretty sure he knows deep down inside that if he did, he would have had to agree with me. It's undeniable.
I just had flashbacks to iRobot. The whole my logic is undeniable. Yeah, they didn't take you serious because what you were peddling was bullshit. It was already debunked information. Debunked for 100 years, give or take. And then he wanted to talk about the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, the Fourth Amendment. My guy, they pulled you over and asked you for your ID because, you have to have one to drive. It was a traffic stop. You didn't have valid registration. The officers were 1,000% in their right to pull you over, ask you for ID, and to arrest you for failure to ID. But again, I'm not a rocket scientist, but these dudes are have the education level of somewhere near a preschooler.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you want to fill these out?
I'll fill these out on my own time. Okay. I just need the
he's on his way.
3 complaint forms. You really shouldn't take this long for a couple pieces of paper.
It's not. As a patrol officer, I can't handle complaints, obviously. So
you can give me the form, though, right?
A form that I'm not familiar with it because I don't do them. My supervisor does. So as soon as someone comes in, they want to file a complaint, it goes to a sergeant. And our sergeant is on the road, so he's coming in right now. So he should be here soon.
I'll let you go with that. If you don't know how to do it, then it's different.
You're just a really lame dude.
I really just want to check and see if they actually have complaint forms here, because I have not been here to check at all. I did do. Oh, it's spiky hair, dude, with the cool hair. Let's do 3 complaint forms.
3 complaint forms?
Yep.
All right, just give me a second, all right?
Yep. Do you do complaint and FOIA requests and stuff like that at all?
What is a FOIA request?
Freedom of information.
So
with here you got you got this one.
Any of that stuff is through the records department. They're Monday through Friday. It's that window over there.
Do you know who's in charge of it though?
Of the records?
Like who is in charge of doing those things?
Sergeant Dexter.
Dexter? Could I get his business card? Does he have a business card?
I don't have a business card, but I will write his name down for you.
Yeah. I also need a phone number too, or email. Because I mean, these forms in the complaint forms, they're supposed to be readily available in the lobby. They're definitely not. Like, I checked everywhere.
So he's in charge of records.
Yeah.
That's his name. That's the main number you call. You ask to speak with him. And
Dexter?
Dexter, yes, sir.
All right. And, do you have the arresting officer's name and badge number, please?
I don't have his badge number, but I will write his name down for you.
Yeah.
In 1 second.
And then I don't know I'm not sure if the guy who brought me to the station today was the arresting officer or not. If he's not, can I have his name and badge number as well?
Sure.
Or just name if you can't get the badge number.
You said 3, correct? There you go.
If something is your right, you do not need anyone's permission to do it.
I don't know if this guy's a true sovereign citizen or if he's a frauditor or if he's an inbred version of the two. But my God, how many times do we have to tell these people, no right is absolute?
And, I think that's it.
Okay. You have a good night, sir.
Just remember to honor you guys' oaths.
Very
You too. Plymouth Police. Arrested me for my right to travel. Would not listen. Absolutely refused to look at any paperwork I gave him. And his partner, officer, follows orders. Just did what he was told, like a good little boy, you know. I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm just doing my job. Now get the fuck on the train. Get the fuck on the train. Get on the train. Alright, guys, I've had enough of this. I'll see you guys later.
It always boils down to the police are upholding the Constitution, therefore they are the Germans during World War II. Let's just put it that way. No. And he goes back to they wouldn't look at my paperwork because it was bullshit. Everyone knows it's bullshit. I've explained how it was bullshit. People have been explaining how it was bullshit for the past 50 to 100 years. Get on the train, get on the train. No, just learn how to read. Learn how to read and learn how to comprehend what you read. Don't take somebody else's word for it because they sold you a packet for a few $100. It's not going to fly. Anywho, that's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's 20-something minutes long. It's not as long as I thought, but yeah. Have a good weekend, guys. Peace.